Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel NCRT series. Today we are starting with a new chapter, that is chapter 4, Key Element of a Democratic Government. South Africa was earlier governed by the apartheid laws. Apartheid means suppression on the basis of race, and South African people, they were divided into white, black, Indian and the colored races. So according to this apartheid law, these races were not allowed to mingle with each other, and even they were not supposed to use the common facilities. Even the white and the black people, they had different hospitals, and an ambulance meant for the white people would always be well equipped than compared to that of the black people. And black people were not allowed to live in the best land because best land was already taken by the white people. Here, remember Article 15, which says secures the citizens from every sort of discrimination by the state on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, or any of them. And Nelson Mandela fought the apartheid system for several years, and finally they succeeded, and in 1994 South Africa became a democratic country. Next, participation. So how people participate in the democratic country? They participate through voting in elections. People, they elect leaders, and these leaders will represent them, and these representatives, they take decisions on behalf of the people. And all this government, they are elected for a fixed period. In India, election takes place every 5 years once, and if those leaders want to continue in power, they have to be again re-elected by us. So here we can sense the power in a democracy. Next, other ways of participating. So what and all are the other ways to which people could participate in the functioning of democracy or the government? People participate by taking the interest in working of the government and by criticizing it when required. How will they do it? They can express their view by organizing dharnas, rallies, strikes, signature, campaigns, etc. And newspapers and magazines, TV, they all play a major role in discussing the government issues and responsibility. In NCRT, they have explained this with an example. In August 2005, a particular government increased the money people had to pay for electricity. So what people did? They organized the signature campaign, they did rallies. So at the end, government has to agree for these people and it took its decision back. Next, need to resolve the conflict. So when will conflict occur? Conflict occurs when people of different culture, religion, or people with different economic backgrounds, they don't get along with each other. So here it becomes the responsibility of the government to resolve these conflicts. And religious procession and celebration can sometimes lead to conflict. So police is responsible for ensuring that violence does not take place. Then rivers too can become a source of conflict. For example, Kaveri water dispute between the state Karnataka and the Tamil Nadu. In Karnataka, this Kaveri water is stored in Krishna Sagar Dam, and in the Tamil Nadu, this water is stored in the Mettur Dam. So when conflict arises, when both the dams are on the same river, but the downstream dam is Tamil Nadu, and that dam can be filled only when the upstream dam, which is located in the Karnataka, water is released from this upstream dam. So that is the reason why conflict is creating between these two states. So here it becomes the responsibility of the central government to get into this conflict, and it should make sure that the solution should satisfy both the states. Next, equality and justice. Equality and justice, they are inseparable. The earlier practice of untouchability is now banned by the law. So earlier, the people who used to call as untouchables, they were denied from education, they were denied from transport facilities, by using the medical facilities, and even to offer prayers, they were denied from it. So here we can remember Article 17 that talks about abolition of untouchability. So when these cases arises, it becomes the responsibility of the government to make a special provision for groups within the society that are unequal. So yeah, this was all about this chapter, and all these notes are available in my Instagram ID UPSC Zone. Please do follow it. Link in the description. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel NCERT series, and do press the bell icon to get the notification as soon as I upload any of the videos. Thank you so much.